This is one of the best offenses in Madden 24, man. From the home run ability to just throw one play touchdowns is really insane out of this formation. And just out of the Lions playbook, there's a ton of powerful things from running to passing. And there's just a lot of things that you can do from just picking up easy first downs to one play touchdowns. If you're new to the channel, make sure to lock in, subscribe to the channel, go ahead, click that notification bell, and we finna lock in and get into this game breakdown. Let's go. It's your boy Larry back at you again with another video, and today you guys, we are working out of the Lions playbook, working out of the bunch wide flex. This is a very good formation. We are basically just going to break this down. I'm going to be showing y'all how to beat every coverage and all that good stuff. So the first play that we're going to be using is going to be the 83 halfback choice. Just working this against a cover 3. Now against a cover 3, boys, it's going to be a different abbreviation. We got a cover 3 way of doing it, and we have a cover 4 way of setting it up to beat it for a one play touchdown or a big gain. Against cover 3, you want to go ahead and put X on a streak route, and you just want motion over your square tight end and block your running back. If you're in game, you can put him on routes like this and stuff. I'm just gonna block him to kind of allow me to have a little bit more time on the play. But you'll see R1, if we have enough time here, it's gonna be a one play touchdown. We're gonna go ahead and run that back because of that pass rush really quick. But all you want to do is just put X on a streak, boys. Motion out that square tight end, block your running back, and you will see how the magic works if we get enough time here. As you can see, we get an overthrow, but y'all can see it's consistently getting open against a cover 3. It's just the way that this corner route that this tight end is running is just gonna hold down that cornerback for a decent amount of time and just allow you to kind of just have a lot of space deep in order to fit that pass in there. So I'm gonna see if I can actually get this off so I can kind of show you guys. But there's actually other routes on this play that I really like as well. Once we get a little bit of time here, that's how we get it off. But for some reason, Jared Goff just won't throw it accurately. So I'm just going to be showing y'all the other routes on here as well. So once you do the same setup, all that good stuff, the route that's very effective, it works against zone coverage, basically just about every zone coverage in the game, unless your opponent is messing with his own flats. It's going to be the circle receiver. So basically this is going to be a free about 10 yards every single time. It's basically a free first down if your opponent isn't messing with his zone drops or anything. Then a different way that you can go ahead and set this up as well, you can go ahead and put him on a drag route for kind of just a different setup to kind of give you another check down with the circle receiver. But I'm actually going to try to hit him deep this time. And yeah, for some reason Jared Goff just won't throw it accurately, boys. I'm trying to get it for y'all. But if we go to the instant replay as well, y'all can see we do have this check down option. If things did get bad, we can go ahead and throw that underneath route for at least about like 5 yards. Now just moving on really quick, showing y'all how to beat cover 4. It's going to be the same play, the 83 halfback choice. Just working this against a cover 4 drop. What you want to go ahead and do is put X on a streak route. You want motion over your tight end, but instead of leaving him on this corner route, you want to go ahead and put him on a comeback route just like this. Block your running back. Like I said, if you're in game, you can always put a running back on a route, whether he has halfback apprentice or whatever. Totally up to you. Really, he's just a free option to kind of throw out there, but it's going to be the same way, but we're going to have to wait for R1 to kind of clear. It takes a little bit longer. As y'all can see, it's going to be money that time. He actually throws that one correctly, and y'all can see how the money works. So I'm going to show you guys one more time. Just streak the X receiver, motion over this tight end, put him on a comeback route just like that, and then you will see that he should get open. If you pay attention to, you can still see that circle receiver is still getting open on the play consistently, because it will be every zone coverage in the game, like I was saying before. So let's see if we can go ahead and get this one off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and be showing y'all some more stuff. But right now Montez Sweat is just kind of making it bad for us. But I'm just gonna move on because y'all kind of see how it works. Same setup, nothing too crazy right there. But moving on, I'm going to be showing y'all the Z-Spot. The Z-Spot is always a very, very good play. Work this against any zone coverage. Basically, this is going to cook. It's not the best play when it comes up against basically man coverage, because it's just not a man beating type concept. So what you want to go ahead and do is just put a circle on a street. Put your square receiver or tight end on a in route just like that, and it's basically just a high-low read. If X gets open initially, you just want to throw it to X. If not, you want to wait for R1. As you can see, we got X. Just go ahead and take your yards. By the time you throw that flat route, that's basically a free first down. So go ahead and just take your yards. So X on that flat, put square on a in route, block your running back. As you can see, this is going to be free yards every single time for a first down. If your opponent does not do anything about it by playing underneath. And just like that, if he starts playing underneath, you do always have this corner route. This time we're going to try to hit this corner route. And basically this corner route is basically going to beat just about every zone coverage in the game for the most part. It just all depends on what your opponent is doing, if he's messing with zone drops and if he's not. And you kind of just got to adjust and kind of just take advantage of what your opponent is giving you. But y'all can see it's consistently there. Jared Goff, for some reason, they just will not allow him to throw it accurately for some reason. But just moving on, boys, showing y'all some more things out of this formation that I really like as well. I'm going to be showing y'all how to beat man coverage out of this formation. It's going to be the dagger. Just working this out of a cover one hole really quick, random cover one hole. So what you want to go ahead and do, boys, you want to go ahead and put X on a zig route just like this. Put circle on a slant and put square on a slant just like that. And block your running back. So the first read is actually going to be X on the play. A lot of times X will actually cook, and this will go for a big gain for at least about 20 yards most of the time when it comes to man coverage. And especially if somebody's blitzing you, a lot of the times that will actually go for a touchdown. A little zig route like that you see right there, that will go for a touchdown, which is pretty crazy. But if somebody's sending more pressure and it's one-on-one and you have somebody fast enough, it's going to be a touchdown. But throwing to these other reads as well, square and circle will get open. Square, it just kind of depends on if you have a really good tight end. If you have a pretty decent tight end with speed, he's going to be open just about every single time, just the way slants kind of beat man coverage. But a lot of the times the circle receiver will cook too as well, just depending on who you have right there. As you can see, they're all getting hung up for the most part, but if you feel like they're getting hung up a lot of the times too, you can lead square on that drag route. Put X on a zig and slant the circle receiver, and sometimes that'll unclog this area a little bit too and just allow you to throw this route a little bit better. And as y'all can see, you kind of just do your thing if you got one-on-one coverage and man coverage and have the ability to take it for a touchdown. Now moving on, boys, another thing I want to show you guys out of this play is going to be the inside zone. This is a very effective run play. It isn't one of the better ones like how I showed y'all in previous videos, but it will pick you up yards consistently for the most part, at least about like 5 yards at minimum. And a lot of the times with this run too, it's just nice to have an inside zone to just mix it up with your all the passive plays and stuff like that. So just throw it in your arsenal. You have this inside zone as well. Now moving on, another thing I want to show you guys in today's video, which is probably going to be the last thing, and it's probably one of the most effective plays in here, is going to be this RPO zone alert Omaha. So when it comes to just working against zone coverage, boys, this square tight end is basically going to be open every single time where you're able to throw that and pick up about 5 yards of pop against a zone coverage. For the most part, as you can see, it's going to be consistent. But the beautiful thing about this, you kind of just want to pay attention to the RPO. If you see 2 people or less on the right hand side, you want to go ahead and throw to that X receiver. If you see that's 3 people lined up, you don't want to throw to the X receiver. You want to go to the square tight end, or you want to run the ball. If you see 3 people lined up over the receivers, more than likely it's man coverage, so you want to just go ahead and run the ball. But if there's a situation where it is on and there's 3 people, don't throw it over there, go ahead and throw it to square. I hope that's not too complicated for y'all boys, but you'll see that all this stuff, it works pretty consistent. There we don't pick up a lot of yards, but a lot of the times you'll usually pick up a minimum about usually about 5 yards, usually about half a first down. Just like in this situation, we know it's zone coverage. This time you want to just go ahead and throw it to square. But a lot of the times you just have to pick what you kind of want to do. If I see 3 people lined up over there, most of the time I'm not throwing it to square though. I'm just going to go ahead and run the ball just like this. That time it was actually 2 people lined up over there, so I really should have passed it to him. So looking back, if it's like this, I'm going to go ahead and run the ball all day long, because most of the time you're going to be able to pick up consistent yards if you get decent blocking. But boys, this is going to conclude the video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the content, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit a like, subscribe to the channel. But I actually forgot to show y'all one more thing, so we got to keep on rolling. So I forgot to show you guys the cover 2 beater out of this play as well. It's going to be the verticals. So let's go ahead and run that before we end today's video. So it's going to be cover 2. All you want to do with this play, boys, you just want to put your circle receiver on a streak route. This is how you beat cover 2. Very simple. It's going to be weird. You're going to see that the circle receiver is basically going to get outside leverage. And you basically, if somebody's coming out in cover 2, it's just going to be like a free release to the outside. You kind of just wait for him to clear. As you can see, you want to have your fastest guy right there. Of course, Williams is very fast. But you just want to put him on a street route. That's the only setup you have to do to beat cover 2. Very simple setup, nothing too crazy here. Have somebody fast right there, and you will pick up a big gain or a touchdown against a cover 2. Now, boys, this is going to conclude the video, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the like, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell to stay up to date with all my videos, man. I'm going to be dropping a ton more heat. I love y'all, boys. Y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed, and I will catch y'all in the next video, and peace.